What's going on, everybody? It's JRPG enthusiast here, Shadow Elite HD, coming at you guys with another video. Alright, so by now you guys know I got Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and I'm playing it right now. And I wanted to get this video out the day that I got it, honestly, but I honestly wanted to give the game a shot. I wanted to put more hours into the game rather than just playing the first dungeon and just saying, oh, okay, this is how I feel about this game and yada yada yada. I actually wanted to put some hours into it, so I'm about 11 hours into the game, and I got through the first technical dungeon. I guess you could say it's a second dungeon, but okay, the first one, the very first one you drop into is like a tutorial dungeon, I guess you could say. And the second one, I guess, is the actual first dungeon that they just leave you alone and you just go out about. So I guess technically right now I'm in a third dungeon, and this is the censored dungeon where the pics on the walls were all just swimsuit pictures, but you know, the localization changes up to normal pictures. I'm there right now, and I put some time into the game, and I have to admit this. I'm enjoying this game a lot. I really am. I think it's a solid title, no doubt. If you have a Wii U, if you already have a Wii U and you're looking for an RPG to play on your Wii U, then you can go out and get Tokyo Mirage Sessions without much worry. Now, before I honestly get into this, I just want to address my a previous video of mine, Tokyo Mirage Sessions not buying because of censorship, and that video is getting some serious attention, and the like and dislike bar is crazy. I hope people are not just reading the title of the video and then just commenting saying, oh, you're not going to get it because of censorship, because I said in the video that I don't know if I'm getting it or not because of the censorship. I said that, and I guess that's just the YouTube community at its finest, just being douchebags, not really watching the video, and they just go by the title, probably listen to it for like 2 minutes of like a 7 or 8 minute video, and they just leave their comment. Anyway, so back to this game. Okay, so of course this isn't the game I wanted, you know, Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem, but now we got this anime weeaboo style game, and hell, it's right up my alley. I ain't gonna lie, I do like what I see. I do like the anime inspired graphics of it. This is one hell of a bubbly and stylish game. I love the presentation here, the colorfulness of the characters, the arena that you're fighting in, and I just love that about it, and it's really awesome to be playing right now. And getting right down to the battle system, which is pretty much the reason I brought it. I mean, I've looked at the game, sure there's censorship and whatnot, but let's just be honest, censorship is not ultimately going to decide my purchase of a game. If I like the gameplay and I like the graphics and I like what I'm seeing, I will buy the game. And that's pretty much what happened here, and that's pretty much why I'm going to get Star Ocean 5 as well, because I like the battle system I'm seeing, I like the graphics, and honestly, I like the characters I'm seeing as well in Star Ocean. But there's so many people telling me, don't get Star Ocean, or just wait on the game, because it's getting a pretty bad rep in Japan, and everybody's saying to me, sure, it's like only 20 hours, but whatever. That's from my first impression of Star Ocean 5. Anyway, back to Tokyo Mirage Sessions. The battle system, it's pretty much like Persona 4. I mean, it has all the Persona lingo in it, you know, like the attack names, the spell names, and stuff like that. Really old Shin Megami Tensei type stuff. Not really Persona, but if you play the Persona game, you'll probably feel right at home here. I do like how the mechanics in the battle system, they kind of go from the Altair games, kind of, and that's pretty much in the Altair games that you can have a follow-up attack and they can pile on more damage. And here, if you attack an enemy's weakness, let's say an enemy is weak to electricity, and one of your party members has a skill that allows them to follow up from electricity weakness, they'll attack the enemy as well within the same turn, and still granting their natural turn in the turn order. So that's pretty cool. So it's pretty much just play on the enemy's weakness and just use follow-up attacks to kill them. And it's pretty cool because the enemies also have access to the same mechanic. It's called Secession, and they can pretty much just destroy you if you're not well prepared enough. If you go into a dungeon and you have enemies that are mostly using Mirage, or they're just using fire spells or electric spells or wind spells, and your characters have equipped weapons that are weak against those things, you're gonna get raped pretty easily. So seeing as I'm coming from Shin Megami Tensei and Persona, I know exactly how to handle this stuff. And going back to the weapons, it's pretty cool that you have to learn skills. You have to make weapons that you find, well, the materials for the weapons are found in the dungeons and the monsters and the enemies that you face, and then you make weapons from those materials, and those weapons has a skill set that you have to acquire, and the more you fight, you gain a skill, and after you gain all the skills within that weapon, it's best to just move on to the next weapon. But it's going to be hard during the later chapters, or in the middle of the game rather, when you start to fill up your whole skill slots and you start to realize, I got too many skills here, I'm gonna have to replace one skill. It's kind of like Pokemon in that aspect, but there's a lot more options instead of just 4. One of the things that I don't like about the game is, well, this one doesn't really have to do with the game itself, but I guess it does. It's pretty much the Wii U and the gamepad, is that the map and the text message that you receive in game on the Wii U gamepad. So you have to look down at the gamepad whenever you want to look at the map, or if you want to look at a text message in game. Okay, this is one of the reasons I hate the Wii U. Why would you have a basic function like that on the gamepad? That doesn't add to the damn immersion of the damn game or the fun factor of the damn game. All it does is just annoying as hell. I have to put my head down. I gotta look at the map. Oh, am I going this way? Am I going the right way? Have I gone this way before? Gotta put my head down and shit. It's just stupid. And then the text messages are freaking on the gamepad as well, which I think the text messages are pretty cool. But there's no reason why you couldn't have that up on the main screen in a separate menu. It's like, I know developers, especially if Nintendo funded the game or something like that, they have to put like the gimmick of the console in the game somehow. But it's just stupid. Why a simple function as a map is always on screen? This happened with me with Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I hated it every single time. I had to fast travel, had to look down at the gamepad, and select what place I was going to go. That doesn't do anything. Just let me press a button, let me pull up the map, and let me choose where I want to go. Oh god, okay, that's a rant for another video. But yeah, like I said, that's pretty much something that has to do with the gamepad itself, not really the game, but the developers made it so that way. So I guess it's part of the game, but I wouldn't really hold that against the game. But I will hold against the game as my other major problem with it is the load time. Load times are kind of annoying between dungeons and going back to the main base. It's kind of annoying, and especially when all you want to do is just look at the menu. You get this little mini loading screen, which I admit, like I said, it's mini and it's small, but it's still annoying as hell that it goes for like 3 or 4 or 5 seconds, and you gotta wait for it to come up, and then come out of it. It takes that same loading screen, and then the load times in battles, like, come on guys, it's 2016. This game was made in 2015, I guess, or 2014 or whatever the development time was for this game. Seriously, load times in and after battle should just be snap of the fingers. Okay, I get into a battle, I touch an enemy, I'm into a battle, and I end the battle, I'm out, I'm back on the field. That's how most JRPGs nowadays, Tales of Systeria did it that way. There are some others, I'm sure. But here, the load time is just like, it's annoying as hell. And sometimes I kind of forget what I'm doing because it's that long, you know? I guess that's probably my thing rather than the game's thing. But it's seriously, like, you shouldn't have these long load times between initiating a battle, and then coming out of a battle. It's just annoying as hell. But otherwise, do I recommend Tokyo Mirage Sessions? Yes, I do. If you like anime, if you like colory, bubbly stuff, and you like the Shin Megami Tensei series, you like Persona, there's some Fire Emblem stuff in there as well. Like some of the characters are named after Fire Emblem characters. That's about it. This is pretty much, I would say, rather a Shin Megami Tensei Persona game with Fire Emblem just sprinkled into it. That's pretty much what I consider it. Like I said before, if you already have a Wii U and you want an RPG to play, go ahead. If you don't have a Wii U and you're wondering, if you're missing out on something, no, you're not. Okay, there's no possible reason to own a Wii U. Unless you're a Nintendo fan, unless you love Nintendo's first-party titles, then go ahead and own a Wii U. But again, that's a topic for another time. And I'm sure people are going to hate that I'm saying that. And trust me, I will make a video expressing my extreme hatred towards the Wii U. I'm not just blindly hating it like some of you guys think I am. Seriously, I got problems with this damn system. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.